Hey guys, I am super excited to be starting my first YouTube video. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but just couldn't get around to doing it because of my baby and also work schedule. But I'm finally doing it. Here I am. All right, let me introduce myself. My name is Serena Hwang, and I am a TV radio host based in Seoul, Korea. But more importantly, I am a mother to the most adorable 18-month-old little boy named Damien. And he's actually the reason why I wanted to start this, because when I was pregnant with Damien, I didn't really have many friends who had babies, so I really had to do my own research. And part of that research was from YouTube. So it was like awesome YouTubers who really helped me throughout, my pregnancy as well as being a new mom. So that really helped. So I really want to give back and do the same thing and also show people what it's like to be a working mom, juggling both family and also work life. So on this channel, I'll be putting up tons of recipes, including baby food recipes, of course, Korean dishes, but I will make the Korean food recipes accessible to those of you who are not living in Korea as well. And what else? Just a bunch of health tips as well. Anything that has bettered my life, and hopefully it'll better yours. So for my very first video, I'm going to be sharing with you the recipe to my son's all-time favorite finger food snack, and that is baked sweet potato and carrot fries. Now you can do one or the other, but I just like to do both because it gives variety, and I find that my son likes it more. So I think as a mom too, it's just you have no time to do anything, and sometimes even grocery shopping is really hard. So I know it's tempting to just go to the snack aisle and just pick up a already made packaged bag of snacks for your baby. But instead of doing that, I think it's better to obviously make your own food. And it seems like it's a lot of work and it's going to take up a lot of time, but this is super easy. I guarantee you it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. So let me walk you through the steps, and hopefully your baby will enjoy it too. All right, so let's start. So for this recipe, you'll need 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes. You'll also need 1 carrot. Now I prefer sweet potatoes over carrots, so I choose to put in a little more sweet potatoes. You'll also need a tablespoon of an oil of your choice. I like to use coconut oil or butter. You'll also need aluminum foil, or parchment paper is just fine as well. And of course, you'll need an oven to bake these fries. So you're going to want to prepare 1 tablespoon of an oil of your choice. I like to use coconut oil or clarified butter. I know some people like to use olive oil, and that's completely fine. It's up to you. I just prefer these two because they have a lot of nutrients and they also have a high smoke point. So today I'm going to be using coconut oil. Now if your coconut oil is in a solid state, you're going to want to melt it first. Now if you're in a rush, by all means, you can just put it in a little bowl and just nuke it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. But for me, I try to minimize microwave use. So I'm going to be putting it in a small bowl, and then I'm going to put that small bowl in another bigger bowl containing some hot water. Just make sure that the hot water doesn't go into the smaller bowl, and just let it sit while you prep the veggies. Now at this point, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. My oven is actually a Korean brand, and it goes by Celsius for some reason. So that comes out to around 215 degrees Celsius. Another thing to keep in mind, my oven is a convection oven. Now convection ovens are known to cook food faster because they have a built-in fan, and if you have a convection oven, you're going to want to reduce your heat to about 25 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to bring down my temperature to 200 degrees Celsius. And then you're going to want to spread out some aluminum foil or some parchment paper or baking sheet onto your tray like so. So So now that you've preheated your oven and your oil is liquefying, you're going to want to prepare the veggies. So make sure you wash your vegetables, wash the sweet potatoes and carrots, and once you've done that, you're going to peel them with a peeler. Now we're going to cut the veggies. Now this is a good trick to use when you're working with round vegetables, and that is to cut the edge of the sweet potato or the edge of the carrot, and that's going to create a flat surface. Now when you have a flat surface, it's much easier to cut with. So then you're going to lay it on the flat surface, and you are going to cut 1/4 of an inch sheets of the sweet potato. And once you've done that, you're going to stack the sheets on its back and then cut strips that are at about 1/4 of an inch as well. And you're going to do the same thing to the carrot. Then you're going to put all the sweet potatoes and carrots in a big bowl, and then you're going to drizzle the oil all over the vegetables. Now using a spoon, or you can use your hands as well, you just mix the oil and the vegetables together. Now this is completely optional, but you can add other spices to this mix. Sometimes I add cinnamon, or sometimes I add a bit of sea salt, but when it comes to my son, I just kind of keep it plain and simple because he loves them the way they are. So, you know, no need to fix something that's not broken. Then you're going to spread the veggies out in a single layer on the baking sheet or aluminum foil. Then you're going to put them in the oven for 25 minutes, and sometime in the middle I usually turn them over so they cook evenly on all sides. Alright, and that's it. Once it's done, you take them out of the oven and let it sit for about 5 minutes to cool before serving. Now this is a great recipe because the sweet potatoes and carrots are relatively soft. That's good for babies who still don't have a full set of teeth. And the reason why I love this recipe is because it's not messy. So kids can just eat them at home or on the go, and it's also super simple to make and very delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more recipes as well. All right, take care. Bye.
Every time you make this recipe, I'm gonna save you $20. That's right, $20. I got so many emails from moms asking me, how can I make homemade veggie nuggets? They've been buying the boxed ones, and they're expensive and probably have a lot of fillers in them, so I decided to make homemade veggie nuggets. So to start, what you're gonna do is take 2 large peeled and cubed potatoes, steam them for 15 minutes with 2 carrots that have been peeled and cubed, and then in the last 5 minutes, you're gonna add some steamed broccoli for a total of 20 minutes. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is put some carrots, broccoli. All these vegetables are just packed with nutrition, delicious, and some frozen corn that I defrosted. You could also use fresh corn, but frozen corn is very easy for this. And then all you're gonna do is put this in a food processor and chop it up into tiny pieces. That easy, that fast and easy. Okay, now I got that. Now I've got the potatoes, and I'm just gonna mash them up just a little bit. Just put them in a bowl and mash it up. You don't wanna put them into the food processor or it would turn into glue. We do not want glue for this. All right, so we're just trying to get them all mashed up. It's really easy, and it's even easier when they're warm. All right, get that out. And then we're gonna add the vegetables to it. And every time I've made this recipe, my kids go nuts. It's a really easy way to get vegetables into your kids, and especially because they're in fun shapes, sizes, they're crunchy, yummy. All right, we're gonna put the veggies in with the potatoes here. And then we're gonna add some seasoning. We've got some garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Just gonna put that in, mix it all up. All right, easy peasy. Mix that right up like that. All right, so you've mixed up, everything's totally combined. Now I'm gonna take a sheet tray and I'm gonna just spread this to be a 1/2 inch thick on the sheet tray. Just like this. It can be a rough square. It does not have to be in any sort of perfect shape at all. Okay, so we're just gonna pat this down to be about a 1/2 inch. And another trick to this is you want it to be pretty even, pretty smooth and even, because what you're gonna end up doing is cutting it out into shapes. All right, so I'm gonna put that into the freezer for about 30 minutes before we cut shapes. And I've got some here that I've already got. It's been in the freezer just for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. You don't want it to be too firm or it's gonna be hard to cut through. And then I take cookie cutters. I've got a dragon, I've got a giraffe, stars, hearts, whatever shape you like, and just press them out just like this. See how easy that is? Cut right through. And then what you're gonna do is set your bowls aside, put these in front, and I've got my little giraffes here. And all I'm gonna do is first put them into some flour. Just got a bowl of regular all-purpose flour. Tap, tap, tap them off. And then put it into a little bit of egg wash. And this is just, we're trying to make the outside crispy coating. That's what you really want for these. Because, you know, nuggets, they're like, you know, when you get veggie nuggets, chicken nuggets, your kids love a nugget. There's no doubt about that. Kids love a nugget. And then I'm just gonna put it onto a sheet tray. And what you could do at this point is put it into the freezer for about 30 minutes and then let them firm up and then put them in labeled baggies so that when you're ready to cook them, all you have to do is pop them out onto a sheet tray and broil them and you're ready to go. So that's just like buying the box nuggets. This recipe makes 40 to 50 nuggets, which is a huge savings and savings of your time in the long run. Now, if your mixture, here's another trick. If your mixture gets too soft, just pop it back into the freezer for about 10 minutes and then you can start cutting away again. All right, we're gonna fill this sheet tray totally up with nuggets and then you're gonna broil them for 2 minutes on each side until they look like this. See how much fun that is? It's so economical too. This is not an expensive recipe. Carrots, potato, broccoli, but here's the best part, here's my favorite part, is the eating part. Gotta get some kids in here to eat them with me, but for now, I like to dip it into some organic ketchup. I mean, that's what your kids wanna be eating for dinner. For more fast, fresh, and easy recipes like this and more, check it out in the Weelicious cookbook. That's good.